in 2010. But after the cabinet reshuffle, criminal legislation was not under his purview, as gazetted on July 13, 2011.
You will see under the portfolio of the Minister of Justice, under criminal justice system, all you will see there is reform and transformation. Because criminal legislation was removed from the Minister of Justice in July of 2011 and transferred to the Attorney General.
But even if it wasn't, Dr. Rowley says Mr. Ramlogan had ample time to see to it that the series of events did not occur, including appealing Justice Budu Singh's decision and advising the cabinet against the changed language and proclaiming the act in late August, especially given that it would discharge persons known to be UNC financiers, whom the government had made a commitment to try in the local courts in September.
The Attorney General knew that once Clause 34 was proclaimed, these certain persons would be freed. His failure to do anything, whether by advising cabinet or this eventuality or otherwise, represents gross dereliction of duty on his part, or worse, Mr. Speaker. Worse. And worse is an expectation and an intention that they should be freed.
This, Dr. Rowley says, is a gross dereliction of duty, not an oversight, but a brilliant maneuver toward a particular end. Dr. Rowley says that despite the effort of the government to sweep the Section 34 fiasco under the rug, this matter is far from over. Jovan Novello,